dealing with peer pressure, dealing with just the influence of outside forces, as well as the lack of male figures. So we need more males just to step up, man up, you know. And so with my experience of just going through what I went through, just being blessed to still be here, I see the cycle in which gun violence will continue to exist until it's properly addressed. So we came up with GunsDown organization. We have 7 components in which we actually go inside with local organizations to speak to at-risk youth. And we could talk about the 7 components because those are really interesting. We'll talk to them about them after we come back. But tell us why you started GunsDown. Tell us about the grant, the competition. Actually, it's Enactors. I work with Enactors, which is a global organization. I go to Mega Evans College, and we had to develop projects that's economical, social, and environmental. So me being my past experience of gun violence, we decided to work on GunsDown as our pet project. All right. And did you guys enter some kind of competition? Yes. I believe someone told me you guys won some. No, we didn't. We didn't win. Actually, the equipment that they gave us didn't work, so we wasn't able to present the project. But the project, it's really tight. It's really tight. It's 7 components, and it's a lot. We have a buyback guns program, which we call Killing Guns with Core Guns. They come, they give in a gun, they get $200, and then they get the opportunity to learn a trade. How do you fund that? With the DA's office. Oh, so now not only have you come out of the system, you've really come through the system and actually partnered with the system to create something that young people could actually join, or you could help your community with. Yes. And we'll go back to Tiffany's question because it's really important. What can she do? I know that there are mentoring programs. There are lots of fraternities, sororities in our community, Brotherhood and Sisterhood in our community that provide mentoring programs. But what are some of the programs you know about that we could do for middle school?
I know that in Queens there's a program, an organization called Our Brothers Guardians, and they deal mostly with the men, and they realize, just like you did, that the females are in dire straits as well. So he contacted me, the director there, Minister Terry, contacted me to see if I would be willing to do the ladies part. So we developed Leading Ladies as part of MYDC, and we are in the middle schools doing just that in Queens. My suggestion to the teacher is to go to your principal and ask specifically for organizations such as Brotherhood and Sisterhood, such as Our Brothers Guardians, Leading Ladies. Ask for those kind of programs to be a part of the school system, because there's funding there that they can, that they can get to have those programs right there on the grounds, and it's so much easier. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back, and then we'll discuss all the components of all the projects and all the books that have been gifted to us tonight. We'll be back. U-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity. I-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity. Greetings and blessed love. This is Uwe Bantan, straight out of Germany. And I want to invite you to come to New York, Brooklyn on the 2nd of November to the 9th annual Reggae Culture Salute featuring Uwe Bantan, Itana, Freddie McGregor, and many more. This is Uwe Bantan, first time in a New York City in the US scene. So make it a date and don't be late. You will be there to appreciate a great musical vibe. Don't miss it. Blessed love. New York, Brooklyn on the 2nd of November to the 9th annual Reggae Culture Salute.
Uwe Bantan from Germany. Well, we're talking to SHARON Garden, and I don't know how she appeared in the control room, but she's in the control room. She decided to show up in the control room. Anyhow, SHARON Garden is a long-time friend of Caribbean Classroom, and I decided I was going to have her in here and just to tell me you have a big event coming up, and we have a lot of time, so.
November 2nd, the 9th annual Reggae Culture Salute, our annual benefit concert, and Uwe is among the many artists who will be coming this year. Itana is headlining the event, and I'm so excited because she's returning to Reggae Culture Salute. She was here in 2007, and that's when she was young and just coming in, a neophyte, we would say. Now she is a
full-fledged
queen of the concrete jungle, as she says on our new album. Yes, and Itana will be there. Yes,
She's Jamaican.
She's Jamaican, and
then, but no, the one I want to get to is my brethren,
Freddie,
the captain,
the captain himself, Freddie McGregor, the child prodigy, celebrating 50 years of being in reggae music, 50 years of being part of the foundation, and still keeping it current, because Freddie has a new album out called The Captain with a boom tune.
I want you to touch base on the fact that he went in or came in at age what,
7
years old.
He was a child prodigy. He came in at age 7 playing drums and he's extremely gifted. You know, Freddie, that's why his music is so sweet.
Right.
You know, Freddie's producer, singer, songwriter.
And there's a big thing he does in Miami. Is Miami or Fort Lauderdale?
Every year.
Big, I mean, huge.
Let me tell you something. Freddie is one of those artists in the industry that continues to give back. And right now, that's what he's doing, because we're honoring him on November 2nd. If you love Freddie, come out and celebrate with him as he gets honored with the CPR Pinnacle Award, our highest honor.
The Pinnacle Award.
The Pinnacle Award, our highest.
Get one of them things that's so I don't know, because I don't know if it's only reggae artists who get that, but I mean, no.
It is not only reggae artists that could get it, but John Crow, of course, would put me on the spot on his show to try to. But it is to finagle a Pinnacle Award. That's John Crow. But Freddie will be there, and Uwe Banter, November 2nd, Nazareth High School. It's a family event. Come on down, bring the family.
What time?
8 o'clock.
Jamaican time or?
Yes, we don't play around. It's in a school. We do this in a school because it's for the family.
Okay.
And we're teaching about how to respect and engage each other as community with time, with quality entertainment and all that good stuff.
All right. Tell them a phone number, contact information.
718-421-6927. 718-421-6927. May I give out my website, cprreggae.org. www.cprreggae.org. You can't miss November 2nd, Reggae Culture Salute. Itana, Freddie McGregor, Uwe Banton, Mishibella, Don Minot, Ras Osajafu, and DJ Yanks. And we're celebrating the 83rd anniversary of the coronation of His Imperial Majesty and Empress Menen, because that is the unique relationship between reggae, Rasta, Selassie, and Jamaica.
Ja!
Just like that.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Sharon Garden, and I mean, we're looking forward to this. Thank you for dropping by. All right then. All right, Sharon, thank you so very much. Can we get a little bit of Uwe before we go on thing? Give me a little bit of Uwe. All right. Unity. And I thank you for this, and we shall be going back to the program in a second.
Greetings and blessed love. This is Uwe Banton, straight out of Germany. And I want to invite you to come to New York, Brooklyn on the 2nd of November to the 9th annual Reggae Culture Salute, featuring Uwe Banton, Itana, Freddie McGregor, and many more. This is Uwe Banton, first time in a New York City in the US scene. So make it a date and don't be late. You will be there to appreciate a great musical vibe. Don't miss it. Blessed love.
Just a click away, can't be erased, you can't move forever, that's what they all say.
We don't have a lot of communication, but yeah, we have a lot of discrimination. It doesn't matter where you are or where you're from, what it really matters is that it needs to stop. Septiembre 17, 1993, nacionales hormonales del mar y me quedé atrás. Me acuerdo cuando mi abuela me decía que mi papá me negó cuando yo estaba en la barriga. Me siento lleno de vida y me quito con la sociedad. Un futuro de mañana, una vida quiero cambiar.
No one stands alone. You must be bigger than the bullet.
Bring yourself up, conquer your fears. You can't remain voiceless. Bring yourself up, conquer your fears. You can't remain voiceless.
Bigger than the bully, 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 bigger than the bully.
Help others find their inner strength. Be bigger than the bully.
Welcome back to Kerri-Ann Classroom. We're here still discussing the issues that we can use, well, the issue of violence, but now we want to turn the conversation towards a more positive light and talk about the 7 points that are part of Sean's project. And we would like to talk about, I was reading, as we were on break, I was reading this lovely book about losing love and loving faith and finding hope. And I also, you know, flipped through the pages of Sean's book here, and I would also like to talk about, you know, what Josh is doing with his program and what are some of the needs of the program, how young people who are listening can get involved in the program, and hopefully you guys will call and have some questions for us. So let me read this quote from Terrell's book. She says, "Faith is realistically direct. She's the kind of person who would give you the best advice, the truth, whether you wanted to hear it or not. Most people do not like the truth, or they want it to be sugar-coated to fit their picture-perfect reality, which is often warped." Have we started to think about the truth that surrounds our communities? Or have we started to figure out ways in which we can actually face the truth and do something about the truth of our communities?
I think that some of us have, but it's met with a lot of resistance because it's not the norm. It's not what people are accustomed to, and anything that involves change is also involves fear and involves resistance. You end up getting the resistance along the way. So there are people that are doing some positive things in, you know, in the community. You have all these different organizations that are out there, but how much funding are they getting? Why are they meeting the resistance? Why are they, you know, why aren't these great programs being funded the way that they should? Whether by the politicians or whether by private foundations, why aren't more people willing to put out the monies for organizations that are doing such great work? Yeah. I realize that a lot of people are so accustomed to giving to the bigger organizations. Your it's not Big Brother, Boys and Girls, the Boys and Girls Club and things of that nature, because they're so big. But the grassroots organizations that are 19-year-old exactly that are starting their own organizations, grassroots on the floor doing the work. Boys and Girls Club, where is that in Queens? It's far, you know, it's out of the reach. It's out of the reach. So when you have these grassroots organizations, we as a community have to get together and say, this is what we want funded. This is what has to be on the forefront of our tables, which is why, as far as I'm concerned, everything goes back to the parents. Yeah. The parents have to get more involved. Even today, a lot of people don't even know that today is a runoff election. Right. I hope everybody voted. I voted before I got here. Early this morning, I'm on Facebook and I'm tweeting and I'm saying, go and vote, go and vote. There's an important election. As parents, they don't realize how important those elections are. And the public advocate, people probably don't even know the role of a public advocate. We're claiming it. We're claiming it. We have a caller. Hold on. Let's hear what the caller has to say. Hello, caller.
Hi. I guess I'm a little behind on the conversation, but it's really good. We must start. This is Dr. Andrea Lowe, and I'm calling from Louisiana. I do believe that we need to start from a grassroots level. Oftentimes, we are the unsung healers, and we are the ones that really get the job done. There are many studies out there that have found that youth that are exposed to crime and violence at a young age often experience the increased risk of drug abuse and mental health issues. So the question for us to think about is, how do we prevent this type of exposure from occurring? In other words, say for instance, if a child is exposed to violence, at what point does the parent, whether a single mom or a two-parent home, should they begin the conversation and ask those tough questions from a grassroots level? You know, social dynamics are it varies across, you know, levels, and it means different things to people. from a societal level to the individual. But at what point do we begin that tough conversation